Good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing after our amazing full moon eclipse night? Let me know if you can hear me fine. We'll see how that goes. Wonderful to see you here this morning. Turned off my heater. Great to see you, Paul. I've been reading the messages and I'm so excited that you had such a wonderful dream. That kind of clarity is something that just soothes your soul, sets your mind at ease, and I just love that. Good morning, Sarah. Oh, you're going to have those cookies he's cooking. Spread them around. Did anybody get out and go and look at the moon last night? And did you have any conditions where you could clear conditions where you could see how gorgeous that moon was last night? It was absolutely stunning. And I ran out in my jammies and took a picture and posted it in the post area on my channel here. And I was really surprised. It turned out better than I thought with just using an iPhone. Good morning, Teresa. Good to see you here. I'm grateful for everyone who's here as we're transitioning into our wild holding your space adventure. Um, it's going to be really nice because everybody can come in and see what everyone has to offer, their individual meditative skills and the beautiful the beautiful lifelong work in energies and meditation and channeling the good vibes. I think it's going to be fantastic. And I appreciate everyone being here. Good morning, Michelle Krantz. Uh, Too cloudy. Aw, that's too bad, man. Well, you can go and see pictures. I have one that I put up, and I'm sure there's so many professional images that are just insanely beautiful. Um, Good morning, Amber Gloria, from the garden in Texas. Uh, CJM126SN. Did I say hello to you yet? Hi there. Good morning, everybody. We're all on our own timelines and uh, time frames and everything. Good to see everybody. All the fun, new flavors. Fun, new flavors. Well, good morning, Miss Oil Painter Diana. So lovely to see you here. And soon you will again be able to dance. I'm sure of it. Oh, man. But the best is yet to come. That felt like such a promising, this eclipse just feels so magnetic. And what is being magnetized is peace, a beautiful, deep welling of peace. The fallout will fall wherever it's going to fall, and I mean no disrespect to anyone and their own beliefs. I believe in peace and harmony and feeding the babies and making sure we take care of the humans, but I will not be grieving the loss of a negative influence. I want the positive ones. Hi, Alice. Oh, good morning. So lovely to see you here. Oh, and Kelly Bach, you wonderful woman, you. So nice to see you. It's wonderful to be here with you guys. I don't know if you guys have the same thing, but probably most of us are in our houses with our immediate family. There's not a lot of community to share what we do and how we feel about things here. And even though we may have our own differences, but I'll tell you what, this has just been a safe space for me to heal. Um, Commander, we're talking about White Dragon. Is that you? Thanks for swooping in, taking a break from your special missions. taking care of business out, defending us from the dark arts. I love that song, Diana. Oil Painter has all the songs, I'm telling you. A song in your waking up with a song in your heart like that. The high life again. What a beautiful feeling. Summer vacation. Well, I'm a little bit chilly this morning. I wouldn't mind some sun today. Are you guys melting out there in the snow burdened areas? A friend of mine just moved into the Sierras from being in the city for many years, and it was their dream. You know, they're old fly fishers, campers with a little bit of nothing, and then just as long as you had a campfire and a fishing pole, you were fine. Well, they moved up into the mountains, and with this storm here in California, I think they got like 8 to 10 feet or something right on their porch, and they had no idea what to do with themselves for a little bit. But neighbors pulled together and helped plow the roads and do things like that. And so it turned out to be amazing. Uh, first introduction to how wild the weathers can actually be. What I'd like to know is in all of our adventures, anybody having any wonderful visions or interesting visions or knowings that are helping pull them through these crazy times? I'd love to just share that kind of stuff today because I think that it's called building your resilience. You know, I do a little, I've been doing it for years, but I didn't start posting it until recently. I have a beautiful ridge that's just right outside my front door. It's absolutely amazing. Not that the rocks are there every day and the trees are there every day, which they are, and all of the critters and animals and lynx and bears and mountain lions and rattlesnakes and road runners sometimes because we are up in a chaparral area, pines and oaks and whatnot, and we could see all the way back into Mammoth Mountain and in the areas up towards Yosemite. It's fantastic. What's amazing is how beautiful it is with every day, every change in the weather. One day we'll have 70 degrees and then we'll be completely socked in with fog. And it's every day something different. And then, of course, everywhere, and especially folks where you have dramatic seasonal changes, the wildlife and the foliage and the signs of spring are coming. Um, it's just it's just beautiful. Let's see. Enough of me carrying on. Oh, hello, Carolina. And Mary, hello. Leah, nice to see you too. So happy to see everyone. Make sure to please let me know if there's someone you want to add to the list. We can focus our healing energies and love and prayers to everyone. And of course, a special extra bonus for Diana, who I am absolutely convinced will do really well with this surgery. Many people I know have had um, accidents where they fell and broke hip or, you know, something like that. And they have been recovering so well. And the technology's better. Uh, the skills are higher. I don't know. It's just something about this time where we're shifting up into the quantum energies. I think that that we're going to be moving into a time, and of course, you know, we have people that tell us about the CRISPR technologies and so many new modes of healing. But I think that. I think that it's going to turn out really well. You're going to be all very happy to hear about how Diana is doing. Um, We're going to put Michelle on the list. Back in the high life again. Let's see. Oh, that is the sweetest thing. Don't you just love this? I'm telling you, it is the sweetest thing. Oh, look, surprise, Kelly Healer. Woohoo, girl. Nice to see you too. Oh, I'm so excited to see everybody. Um, there's just something buzzing in the air that with Diana is the boss of this stuff, not me. But with all of the alignments and the changes in an eclipse like this, it was spectacular. Yes, out in the pajamas. Of course, there's only the critters. It was quiet. The birds, there were no birds, there were no animals. I think I heard a couple of owls, but that was about it. It was complete and utter stillness as the moon was covered almost to the max peak. It was just stunning. And even my son ran outside. I'm like, what are you doing? Let's see this, man. And that was really fun. Let's see. We're going to put you on the prayer list, Kelly, all the Kellys. And hi, Tony Stokes. Yes, the crystal and natural medicine. So I'm going to hit a 432 on my tuning fork here, and all around good tone for us to tune into. Sound healing frequency is going to be changing everything. It's going to be, I think also we're more open to it, and more people are open to it. It's not as, woo woo, bunch of folks being weird, gathering in the woods, hitting their drums and dancing around. I think there's more scientific evidence, there's more commonplace, easily accessible information. I like that. Woohoo, no going back. Puzzle pieces falling together, divinely led, divinely inspired, and of course, our benevolent, most benevolent outcomes. Ah, it is a good note. It's amazing. I love that one. 432. It's good for you. And let's see, anybody else? Did I miss anybody? So with everything ramping up and all of our energies and everyone's focusing, we're going to be having, oh my gosh, the 20th, 21st, people are going to be out in the streets, and all this energy is just moving. And I think it's like one of my teachers, she said, if the wave is coming, work on focusing on how to get on the wave. Like if you'll watch surfers from wherever, it's very exciting to do it. When I go to the coast, I can actually see the guys out there, or the women, a lot of women out there too doing this, how they catch the wave, how they get themselves out into through the calm water and the wave going, receding from the shore, how they can catch that wave, and that we liken our ability to stay on top of the wave, on top of our emotional waves, the waves that come at us, the way we respond. We're not going to be perfect, but we are going to be able to say, you know what, this hit hard. And some of these things are literally doing that. So, what we do is we find our medicine in our light, our sound, our music, whatever is working for you. No gatekeeping. There are better tuning forks than others. And a lot of us are retired. And so we have to pick and choose what we're doing, shop about. Even Amazon has some access to some good tuning forks. You can shop around online. I went to a local store And they charged me a lot more money than most would have. So, do some price checking and then get yourself a few, especially some of these core ones like a 432, 528, whatever you need for yourself, whatever, your vibration says, yes, thank you. Um, oh, Kelly says it's very, very, very peaceful where she is. She is just doing her thing. She's a vacationing daredevil, and we're so happy for her. Um, oh, the band traffic. Oh, yeah, definitely. Um, what did Kelly Bach say? Good morning, Bora Bora. I just want to be in a room where we can all see each other. Someday we'll have a Zoom party or something. Or, somebody will hold well, Zoom parties are great. You can see everybody. And I'm not an expert at StreamYard yet. Let me tell you that. I'm learning. So never give up on your StreamYard and your technology, everybody. We just figured out that sometimes you have to put in help, ask for tech support with StreamYard, and they'll tell you that there's a new app or some new thing has changed so that you can stream and do other things that make YouTube fun. Uh, let's see. Hello, Delphi 2236. Yeah, we like our good illusions. What is it? Whimsy says there's something about there's a wisdom in the pretend, or, you can pretend, you can imagine, use your imaginations, and help build the world we're looking for. I mean, people have, in fact, been saying the Lord's Prayer for a long time. And so I think peace is in order. Kelly, yes, humming. That is something that one of my old teachers used to have us do all the time. And when I was taking voice lessons when I was young, they had us like sing the melody of the song we were learning using humming. And it frees up the vocal cords to just vibrate freely. So you got the Bernoulli effect, the vocal cords. When you breathe in, you can talk softly. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Or you can project your voice out and you can raise your voice, your pitch, and everything. And that is because the lungs are pushing the air up through these little vocal cords, right? And so they use the Bernoulli effect is everywhere in science. And so with that, you can make any kind of noise you want with that. You can almost get two pitches going at the same time with the positioning of your soft palate up and get your breath going in. It's quite a thing. You two could become an internal gymnast. Okay, laugh. Um, definitely. We're healing desperados. Just try everything and see what works. Ah, well, what works is breakfast. Paul is making the breakfast. Good to see you, Paul. So happy that you are out there doing the cooking. I was dreaming about what I was going to make this morning. So, that's what I'm going to do after this is put all this energy that you get being with everyone. This collective energy is just really beautiful. So if you're at home thinking you might not be feeling it, but maybe you are, you are. It's real. Good morning, Mary Thornberry, here to help us with balance. Let's see, what time is it? We have plenty of time to talk about or ask questions of each other. I'm into full participation. Sarah Broyles. Are people celebrating in the street? That's a new old practice. Dancing in the street. Yeah, I think it's really great community. Dancing. I used to dance a lot. A lot. I took dance when I was a kid and, ballet and, a little bit of tap and things like that. And of course, I liked to be in musicals and whatnot. And, um, and so, and then I was a little bit older, moved to the mountains. There was nothing to do, but boy, there's there karaoke. So I did that. Goodness gracious. Don't get me started. Karaoke is so much fun. Goofing around, dancing, and having a blast. Let's see what we got going here. Surfers, yay. What happened? Well, the comments just up, they came back. What? That's so exciting. I didn't know I was so powerful. Well, so if I'm behind, it's because I just zapped the comments or you guys are all having such a good time, which would be so awesome. I sure am. Um, let's see. We got going here. Visionary gal. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Jen Bowles, good to see you. You're still on the list. Good morning, Barbara Hartlove. I've got to get out there. I got to get to the coast. We'll get together sometime. Things are always so crazy. Um, let's see. Who do we have on the list? Um, there's just some old standbys that I keep on the list. So I've got Oxford Cat. We have I've got a big giant list here. Anybody else have anybody else to add? I think we should add shoulda, woulda, coulda. I would like to add, if you're all agreeable, to add our planet, to add prayers for the Americas, prayers for the world, prayers for, and a special prayer for all of our service members, and for all those grieving or in the line of devastation of what's happening in the world. I'd really like to spend some time in our meditation, giving love to those people, and hoping that ease and relief come to them. Let's see. So I'm going to make a breakfast bake after this. Some I'm kind of hooked on serrano peppers, and they don't take much to change the whole flavor and, backdrop of heat to whatever you're making. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Last night I made uh, onion potato soup with a small serrano pepper in it, some chili flake, and some chicken sausages that I had. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. And we enjoyed that a lot. And then I've just been cooking and cooking, because we're on those things called budgets. And so I make sure that I take my time. Ooh, those and the poblanos. Oh, yes, they're delicious. I want to learn how to make the chile rellenos. That's what I want to do. Ooh, the potatoes are good for everything. I think that they are a national cure for what ails us all is a potato, darling. We um we also put them in the oven. We do everything with a potato. Yes. Oh, fencing. That's really some. We liked archery a lot when we were in high school. Back in the day when we had, the focus was on, staying fit and the JFK physical fitness, and everybody was into the Olympics, and we were all sprinting and jumping and flying around, having a good time, and dance and gymnastics and everything. It was really fun. Not the medical Mike doesn't wear velour. That's funny. Archery. Bowling. Maybe all this talk about PE and dancing and archery and everything else everybody did is a good sign that today, with all these energies to move about, to get up and do things, uh, grow potatoes in paint buckets, we could do that too. We just put a bunch of potatoes in the ground out in the garden, and the family goes to the local food bank because it's something my dad did for years. He volunteered for like 13 years without telling us. He volunteered at the local food banks, and he would bring home food for everybody. We have people who are partially employed, so are underemployed, unemployed, and retired. And so all of us together in our family and other people I know, they're all helping one another supplement with a food bank, and with no shame, I'm telling you, there's so much food coming through our food bank that they give me a 50-pound bag of onions. We're sharing it with all our friends that are living on Social Security alone. Maybe 1,300 a month. Like, who can live with that? And they don't have low income housing. They're really struggling. Um, so house poor, they called it, So part of what we do is we get whatever we can, and then when it looks like we can't use it all, then we either, give it to somebody who has chickens, animals, something, or we have a compost because we have very granity kind of dirt. And so we're building up our dirt supply and getting our compost going. And so we planted all the onions that were starting to turn, the potatoes that were starting to turn, and so we're going to be feeding the rodents real soon, and it's a nice experiment. They can't eat it all, can they? Little critters. They try. Let's see. Anybody else come in that I didn't see? Um, Anybody having any dreams? Did you guys all get to sleep last night? Yes, I do think that potatoes are a gift. They're just wonderful. Um, you can just make anything with them. And people have been doing that for bazillions of years. I do that too. And with some of the produce that we get, will, process it, freeze it, whatever. Oh, volunteering at the co-op. Yes. It's really a lot of fun. It's so much fun. We've had such a great time at the with the food bank with my dad. And it's one of our fondest memories. And then when he couldn't go to the food bank anymore to actually, lift the boxes, and because he was strong as an ox, he could, if I couldn't lift something, my 85-year-old dad could still lift it. And so I would take him so he could see his friends at the food bank. And that was one of our sweet things we did once a week. There's food banks in different areas where I live. So we'd go to all of them, and he'd be able to see all his buddies. They'd be happy to see him. It was really sweet. And that's one thing you could do when you have family members that are having dementia. It's the things that they've been doing for a long time that you remember. I'm trying to get the light out of my eyes. Um, Made a huge difference. It made me feel good, and it made him feel good, and it made them all feel good. So it was very sweet. Let's see. Hello, Kathleen Garrison. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to everybody. Three onions from a Sasquatch, and traded them in. Yeah. You know what? That's a great idea. Up here, you never know. We have lots of lore about Sasquatch up here in these hills. Ooh, that sounds really good, Teresa. Yum. Teresa's always cooking something interesting. Never a dull moment. Who says that eating well, eating healthy, eating with measured portions is boring? It is not. Teresa makes it look like a lot of fun. Oh, Amber says that she moved where she's on rock, in her area. So she's got some raised beds going and a fence for the deer. That sounds fantastic. That was a lot of fun. We have to actually put um, hardware wire underneath our raised beds. Otherwise, the gophers and the voles. Yes, introducing the vole. Very exciting. And the bunnies, voles and bunnies and everything. And of course, then the deer will show up. And, we live in an area where the animals wait with you for everything to ripen. And as soon as the tomatoes are ready, the deer are ready. And if you don't go out there before the deer, they will mow down the entire top of your garden. It's so disconcerting. Good morning, Denise McMullen. Happy to see you here. Oh, yeah. Plant your runner, green beans with your corn. Very nice. There's so many wonderful creative things out there on the internet and TikTok and Instagram where people doing super creative things, but showing people how to do traditional gardening, taking your sticks, making a pyramid, putting the pots around the edge, and having an open center in the middle. And, you know, it's very beautiful. What gophers, those little gophers, they chewed the PVC sprinkler lines. Yes, they do these things too. If you have soaker hoses, well, you know, they just eat anything. Let's see. So I think I'd like to include um, some prosperity, some food for all. Oh, trading herbs for fish. Why not? I love that. Trading and bartering is just some of the best thing around, best things going. Sometimes people trade readings for services, whatever crafts and art you do. Um, if you're a guy who's or a gal who's handy at small repairs in homes and things, just as something as simple as volunteering to help somebody um, hang a picture, fix a door, fix a screen, anything. Lift some stuff somebody else can't lift. They might make you lunch and it might be good. Back to face community, hands-on business, get to know who your friends are. There's so much info out there. Well, we can all, I could doom scroll and ADHD myself into a circle. Janet, well, we're getting close to time to begin to move into some meditation. If there's anything anybody like me to add or someone they'd like me to add to the healing and prayer portion to the meditation. A barter fair in Monterey. Ooh, copper antennas. That sounds cool. I'd like to make some of the, is that for the garden? Yeah, I'd like to make some of those. I'm gonna go find myself some copper wire. Go back through my dad's things and see if he has some. So being resourceful. Well, I think I'd like to start getting ready to go into the meditation. Hi, Warrior Widow. Welcome. A safe and abundant world. I love that. You're awake. Well, don't go too far into awake land. We're gonna start meditating here in just a second. I can feel myself starting to want to take that deep breath. And for this holding our space, thank you to Terry, and thank you to all of you. Thank you to Annie Bear. Diana will be doing this too. And for all of us to know that even when we are not here at this time for meditation, that we can tap into this, we can watch the videos over again. We can just sit and visualize um, what part of a meditation worked for you, from any of us, because we're just going with the flow and trying to, set ourselves aside to allow spirit to come through us so that we might be able to access the flow of that energy. All you wonderful, sweet people. Okay. Take a deep breath. Allow yourself to sink down into your chair. Or if you're still laying in bed, get yourself cozy and shut your eyes. And with that next breath, imagine, if you will, that you are on another planet. This is a peaceful planet. And in the horizon, you see a path that is marked by crystals that are high as 10 to 15 feet, like clustered guideposts to show us our way down into the valley of the moon. And I dreamt of this many, many years ago, and this will never leave my imagination. As we walk together, if you will, just walking together easily. If we have physical limitations, we don't walk well. We're not ambulatory. If we're bedbound, it doesn't matter. Our spirit is completely mobile. Our spirits are free from the confines of the physical body. So as we go down this path, down like if you were in Scotland or some other place in the world that has beautiful hills and the volcanic areas, and then you will slowly walk down into a meadow. And as you're coming around the corner and you're on this path marked by crystals that are 10, 15 feet tall, you can see the moon. The moon, she is right up against our planet. It's as if this, like a crystal, is just right in front of you. You're coming down your path, and there it is, the moon lit up completely right before you. You can look at it. It's a soft white light. Nothing like the sun. It will not burn you. It will not harm your eyes. It's something that you can just completely become one with. Standing here right before the moon, rub your hands together and then outstretch your arms and ask the Mother Moon to share her energy with you, her healing energy, her bright, loving, smooth, constant love and support energy. She is the yin to the yang. Mother Moon is with us always. Our true cycles are with the lunar calendar. And with each cycle, we learn more about ourselves and the ways of being with Earth and the moon cycles. This is power. This is love. And this is an incredible place of healing. I don't know if you can feel this, but I feel an electric charge with this. Like within this white light of the moon is just like white light in any circumstance where it's refracted out and we can take in first. Let's take in, or next, let's take in the blue light and let it absorb into us. Let this moon journey give us all the colors of the rainbow. And if we need to branch out of the primary color wheel out into some of the more beautiful blends, then do so. Surround yourself with beautiful color. Let the color, the pure light and the frequency of the love and the light absorb into you as if we could almost walk into the sphere of the moon, or maybe a sphere like Las Vegas. And you are fully enclosed and enwrapped with this, and there is a tone with it. And there is a tone that comes with it, a multiple tones. You feel the light and the vibration and the frequency of the sound and humming, the sound of the earth so close, or whatever planet you happen to be on, because I know some of you like to go to these planets. All close together and vibing off of each other and smoothing out into a beautiful, beautiful healing feeling of rejuvenation, cleansing, a restoration, a place of divine wholeness. And now, thank the Mother Moon. Thank you, Mother Moon, for this beautiful moment. And allow yourself to recede and turn around and see the beautiful crystals that are guiding your way. They're full of the light of the moon. And as you step away, you might want to seat yourself around one of these crystal clusters. Let's all sit for a moment and take in the energy from the moon, the light of the moon, and then sink our tap roots down into the center of our earth. Take that light of the moon and draw it down. Isn't there a book called Drawing Down the Moon? That's an old one. And draw that down into the earth. And this is for men and for women and all of our differences and similarities and all the things that we need in community, whatever and whoever we are, whether we are trans, LGBTQ plus IA, everything. All of us, male, female, and everything in between. It's about the quality of our soul and how we relate to the world. And everyone is different. None of us fit into norms. This is a soul quality. And let's draw that all down into the earth so that we can all be free to be who we are completely. As you go into the earth with your taproot, allow all of the constructs of who you are, who you were told to be, who you thought you needed to be, who you wanted to be, and all of the things in between and disappointments about all of that. Constructs that don't work anymore for where we're going in our spiritual journeys. Allow that to go into the earth with your taproot and allow it to sink in and allow the beauty of the Mother Earth and her love for us, especially our time is short here relatively. Take it all away. Take a deep breath. Allow without resistance all of those constructs to move away, to go into the earth. And the hungry microbes come to just take them and say, thank you. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for letting us just remove what you don't need to move into the new world. This is what we're here for. We have our worms and we have our ants and we have our bugs and we have all of these critters in the earth that help with the churning, with restoration, which with becoming anew, and then continue to let yourself with that root chakra go down into the earth. If you need a carabiner, take it with you and hook yourself to the center of the earth. For these times, they are a changing. We want to be grounded and feel grounded so that we connect all the way out. As you draw your energies back up through your root chakra, or however you do it, I'm sure there's many mysterious ways that everybody does these things. Magical things. Draw up the magic of the earth, the regenerative nature of the earth itself, the minerals, the waters, the connectivity. If we ever thought we were separate, we are all on this planet together. There is no separation. We are all related. They found that out with DNA. They bring that all up. And as you get closer to coming up to the Earth's surface, really feel that energy come up through your feet, through your body, up through your chakras. Get those chakras spinning. Happy Chakra Day, first chakra. I will survive. I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to hold love and beauty at the root of my connectivity to the earth. And then I'm going to move up. I'm going to move up into my sacral chakra and that bright orange, that beautiful color of connectivity, our Kundalini energies rising. Bring all of that up with you because we're fresh and new. Come up into your solar plexus, our gut, trusting our gut, knowing that our gut is connected. Release. Spin it and release. Fear, shame, guilt. Fear, shame, guilt. Let it all go. We are here perfect and whole. Move up into your heart space. A beautiful green healing area. Get that heart going again. Peaceful, calm, loving. Peaceful, calm, loving in your heart. Love for the planet, love for each other. Take care of yourself. Work through staying calm in reaction to things we can't control. Move up into your high heart, that beautiful, beautiful pink space. Work in our tourmaline here, our tourmaline heart area. Making sure that we've got the crown chakra, our crown chakra open. Our third eye, spin those around. Third eye open. Third eye ready to receive information that's going to be helpful to ourselves and others. Because I don't think any of us here are doing this only for ourselves. We share all of our information, and we're learning to speak with the words of wisdom and love and to be kind to one another. And then when we catch ourselves responding and getting angry and it's pulling at you, say, no, no, no. Rest, rejuvenate, get the deep earth energies, harness the power and the love of the moon and nature. We don't have much time left here, but what I would like to do is one last moment of moving the energy between your hands. Rub them together again while we're in this space. And visualize the earth between your hands. That we really do have the power to change the vibration of the earth. In your hands is a beautiful spinning earth with love at the core, with love all around, and all of our loving energies combined with the loving energies of everyone. The crystalline light of the earth begins to spin and shine, and allow it to sit there in its natural increase of energy, and trust that we will survive all these times, that we are in a truly magical time if we stay focused on this crystalline light of the earth, our atmosphere, holding close with love. And as we hold close with love, I'd like to read the list of the people that we'd like to send that love and healing energies to. First, I'd like to send for Terry and her family, for Michael and her future trips to visit them. May they be fulfilling, heart and soul. For Kelly Bach and her family and her healing journey, pristine and clean. For Allie and her husband Keith, for her healing journey, For Diana, I know you're popular today, but we're just going to keep pumping you up full of love and light. Oxford Cat, Patricia, Teresa Ford, and her adventures to see mom, and for her mother. For Peter, much love to Peter. For Sarah, for Judith, for Liz in awe, for Fatima and Mary. Paul's new puppy Molly someday soon, and his family, and everyone that is still in the throes of grief. For Lady Kay, and for her heart, and Jennifer. For our Annie Bear. She didn't ask, but I just want to include her here. For Richie, for my family, for all of our families, for everyone here, you precious souls, you beautiful people. Thank you for being here. Although we may have many things that we haven't mentioned, little body aches and pains, financial difficulties, staying unblocked and staying open. I hope that as we practice, that we find our way to using these energies and these connections to remind ourselves that we can go out and do all of this work. And then we need to come back to our bodies and back into the real world where we dwell, and that we find a balance between. That when there's something urgent, that we can just stop, drop, and access that amazing light, that we can access safety and our instincts are alive, that we are present in our day, and then take naps too. Rub your hands together. Look around. Wiggle your toes. See, in the Pacific that we have, our sun is all the way up now. And hello, Chillsbug. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to have been here today with everyone. I really have a lot of care and wish that only the good things for all of you. And tomorrow, Annie Bear will be offering a beautiful meditation as always. What a dear one. And then I'm going to do Thursday and she'll do Friday. And in that time, I wish you all a very blessed and beautiful day. And hopefully we can use all this energy to understand that we really are blessed, even in the midst of our struggles. Take good care, drink some water, move around, and do your best to have some fun. I'm going to do that. So take care. Y'all are a bunch of sweethearts. Namaste. Absolutely. And I think we've all seen some light today. All right, signing off. You have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.